it's necessary that we have to adapt for safety and survival. Ang good news dito ay we have digital technology that we could bank on to adapt and make life easier. Because even if there are already vaccines for COVID-19, the threat remains. And even health experts say that it will take a few years more before everything normalizes. Sabi nga nung nabasa ko po from an official of the World Health Organization na si Bernardo Mariano Jr., na Director ng Department of Digital Health and Innovation, and I quote, "The world needs to be well prepared and united in the spirit of responsibility to digitally protect, respond, and prepare the recovery for COVID-19. Kaya nga natutuwa ako na sa pamamagitan ng S-PaSS, pinatunayan na naman nating mga Pinoy na hindi tayo pauhuli pagdating sa digital technology innovation in responding to the challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic. So let me congratulate in behalf of our Chief PNP, General Sinas, and the PNP, the DOST headed by Secretary Fortunato de la Peña for coming up with this. As we formally launch this project today, hindi ko maiwasan na balikan yung hirap na pinagdaanan namin sa PNP when I was still the commander of the Joint Task Force COVID Shield. There were serious challenges in the enforcement of the quarantine rules because we are practically containing the movement of more than 100 million people. But the hardest part is to come up with daily innovations, especially in addressing emergency travels and in helping thousands of our kababayans who want to return to their hometowns. Kaya nung nasa Joint Task Force COVID Shield pa ako, halos wala kaming tulugan because we have to come up with a balance between helping our kababayan for their emergency travels and the desire to return to their hometowns and the need to protect their points of destination from infection. Doon naisip yung issuance of travel authority, and part of its requirements are the medical clearance certificate and the approval of the LGUs of their points of destination. Pero there were still challenges, especially sa issue na mabilis na pagproseso. Kaya naisip namin noon, tutal ng PNP rin naman ang nag-i-issue ng travel authority, itap na lang natin yung mga chiefs of police sa pinanggalingan at pupuntahang mga bayan o syudad, at dumating sa punto na kami na lang ang nag-uusap-usap at nagko-coordinate directly with the respective LGU focal persons para lamang mapabilis ang pagproseso ng travel authority para sa ating mga kababayan. One time, when I was browsing the internet, I came across this S-PaSS. Para naka-beta test format pa nga siya noon and designed for Region 6 only. Sabi ko, maganda ito kasi this S-PaSS basically serves our goal in the PNP para mapabilis at maging komportable ang pagproseso ng emergency and essential travels of our kababayan. I learned that this S-PaSS was designed by DOST. So tinawagan ko po agad doon ang very accommodating na si Yusek Rowena Guevara na siyang kasama namin noon sa TWG on Rapid Pass. Yusek Guevara then found out that it was Director Rowan Hilonga of DOST-6, itong napakagaling na mamang ito, ang nag-develop nitong online system called S-PaSS. With the guidance of Secretary Boy de la Peña, series of online meetings were conducted with concerned people headed by Yusek Guevara to further develop the program and eventually shared it with the leagues of provinces, cities, and municipalities of the Philippines. The S-PaSS is actually in line with what we in the Joint Task Force COVID Shield and the PNP had in mind when the issuance of travel authority was being conceptualized. While policies come from the ITF for nationwide implementation, there should always be a balance that would also empower the LGUs in dealing with the pandemic, because different areas in the country have different COVID situations that could change anytime. LGUs also have this obligation to protect the respective communities, aside from the fact that they know what strategies that would best work in the respective areas. Kasi taga doon sila. With this S-PaSS, nagbibigyan ng pagkakataon itong mga LGU of destination na malaman nila kung may gusto pumunta sila at nasa kanila kung papayagan nila. Yan po ay kung gusto nila at sila ay nasa restricted category or status. Sa ganang mga biyahero naman or travelers, nalalaman nila kung anong klaseng health protocols ang pupuntahan nila. Doon pa lang sa pag-check nila, doon sa S-PaSS application. And after productive discussions and exchange of ideas, today, as they say, will be the start of history for this Pinoy digital technology innovation. Honestly, matagal naming hinintay ang full and nationwide implementation po ng project na ito. And today, we are relieved and thankful that this project finally took off. Relieved in the sense na pinagaan ninyo ang trabaho ng pulis, that we can now focus our attention more and energy on quarantine implementation and our law enforcement functions. Hindi yung issue ng travel authority, kung sinong tumatawag, ang daming tumatawag, wala na pong ginawa. Ang happy namin, pati kami, na mag-issue ng travel authority. Buti lang na wala na rin yun. Pero ibinalik naman ang S-PaSS. And thankful that finally, our kababayan would not need to exert more time, more money, and expose themselves to Corona Viruz threat for their emergency and essential travels. Ito naman talaga actually ang gusto ng ating Presidente, Mayor Rodrigo Roa Duterte, na mapabilis at mapagaan ang lahat para sa ating mga kababayan sa panahon ng pandemya ito. So in closing, let me just say that indeed, challenging times like this pandemic really bring the best out of us Filipinos. All it takes is for the right people with the same will, with the same determination, and the same mindset to meet and come up with the best ideas to make it easier for all. Ito ang tunay na hulugan ng public service at ito ang tunay na hulugan ng salitang malasakit para sa Pilipino at para sa bayan. So, on behalf of our PNP, Police Gen de Bolsinas, and the men and women of the Philippine National Police, maraming salamat po at mabuhay tayong lahat.
Thank you very much, General Eleazar. Thank you. You are so surprising in that you can name all the executives at DOST. That only means that you have been so hands-on in discovering what are the beneficial uses of this application and how we can serve the people better by using it. Okay, so wala na po tayong travel authority ngayon. Of course, meron tayong travel coordination permit na siya na mga makuha natin sa paggamit ng ating S-PaSS. Okay. So S-PaSS is like, tama po kayo na nabawasan po ang trabaho ng police because it is now a self-service facility for travelers. Okay? So, hindi na po ang police ang problema, kundi yung traveler mismo. Okay? And marami silang information na makakatulong sa kanila na maaari nilang makuha dito sa S-PaSS. All right. Okay, so General Lucana has begged off from speaking kasi narinig na rin niya yung magandang message ni General Eleazar. So we move on, ladies and gentlemen, and we will now officially launch the S-PaSS. Okay?
Are you traveling somewhere in the Philippines? There's a safe, swift, and smart way of doing this through S-PaSS. S-PaSS is an online travel management system institutionalized by the Interagency Task Force on Emerging Infectious Diseases through Resolution Number 101. It is intended as a one-stop communication and coordination platform for travelers and local government units. Before community opened and allowed people to go on with their daily lives under the new normal, there were a lot of requirements needed and you had to coordinate with several offices to secure a travel authority. S-PaSS was developed by the Department of Science and Technology to fill the gap as you facilitate your travels to provinces and cities with travel restrictions. S-PaSS provides solutions to common concerns you encounter before traveling, such as checking for travel policies of your destination province or city and the long lines in applying for travel permits. With S-PaSS, you can check the travel policies of LGUs, apply for travel permits if needed, easily access, store, and print these permits, and track your own travel history. Get started now with these 4 easy steps. Step 1. Visit the S-PaSS website at spass.ph using your desktop, laptop, tablet, or mobile phone with internet to check for the travel policy of your destination LGU. If you're traveling to an unrestricted LGU, there's no need to create an S-PaSS account. Step 2. Traveling to a restricted LGU? Create an S-PaSS account on the website. You will need your personal mobile number to register. Step 3. Apply for your travel documents. You will need to apply for a Travel Coordination Permit or TCP when traveling to a restricted LGU. If you're traveling to an LGU with unrestricted travel policy but passing through areas with strict travel protocols, we recommend you to generate a Travel Pass-Through Permit or TPP to be presented to the appropriate authorities when requested. Step 4. Check the status of your application. Wait for the approval of your Travel Coordination Permit or TCP by your destination LGU. The Travel Pass-Through Permit or TPP, on the other hand, does not need approval. Once approved and you have all your travel requirements ready, you're good to go. What are you waiting for? Visit S-PaSS now at spass.ph. Travels are made easier through S-PaSS.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was quick, and I hope you appreciate that video. It's something that we will make sure you can download from any of our Facebook pages and websites, okay? Because it's something that you should be able to share to people who need to know that there is a better way, a safer, swifter way to travel these days. Okay. Now, we will now proceed to our question and answer portion. I'm sure many of you have a number of questions playing in your heads. I would like to invite our friends from the media, especially to, of course, make use of our Q&A box and identify themselves, their media affiliation, and maybe the person they would like to respond to their question. Okay? So I'd like to just be reading. A number of questions have been made available to us. Okay, from Jasmine Romero. Ano po ang impact ng S-PaSS sa turismo ng bansa? Lalo na't sinabi kailan lang ng World Bank na malaki ang contribution ng tourism sa Pilipinas. Pangalawang question niya, are all LGUs now compelled to use S-PaSS, considering there are some LGUs who developed their own technology? So maybe we can ask somebody from DOST to respond to this. Also somebody from